100%. It's a percentage that defines perfection, and not many NRL players can say that they have attempted at least one goal and never missed. For this list, the player must have played at least one game in the NRL era and must have kicked 3 or more successful goals. If you want to see the full list of players that have kicked either 1 from 1 or 2 from 2 goals, make sure you check out our Facebook or Instagram pages. After spending a very long time researching, this is Greatest Game of All, and these are 10 players with a goal kicking percentage of 100%. Number 10, Herbie Farnworth. Currently playing centre for the Brisbane Broncos, Herbie Farnworth debuted for the Brisbane club in 2019, playing 39 games to date. He has kicked a total of 3 goals from 3 attempts. He converted the Broncos' only try in round 6 of the 2020 season against the Knights, as their first choice goal kicker, Jermaine Asako, was sent to the sin bin for a professional foul. The try was scored just before Asako was allowed to re-enter the match, which allowed Farnworth to slot through the goal right in front of the post. The following round against the Titans, Asako would start from the bench for the Broncos, meaning Farnworth was the first choice kicker. He converted the Ben Teo try from right in front and converted his own try from 10 metres in from touch.
Farnworth, a little bit of fade, is it working back?
Number 9, Chris Keating. Chris Keating played 88 games in the NRL, playing 41 games for the Eels and 47 for the Bulldogs, which included playing halfback during their minor premiership season in 2012. But his 3 goals from 3 attempts was with his stint with the Eels in a round 8 clash against the Cowboys in 2009. He took over from first choice goal kicker Luke Burt after he kicked 1 goal from 3 attempts. Keating successfully kicked 3 goals, helping his Eels to a 28-18 victory over the Cowboys. Number 8, Steve Carter. Playing his whole 14-year, 243-game career at his one and only club, the Penrith Panthers, Steve Carter debuted for the club back in 1988 and won a premiership in 1991. Playing as a half, he stepped up to the tee 3 times in his career and all of them were successful. With his primary kicker Ryan Girdler unable to convert the tries on all these occasions, he converted 1 from 1 in a round 4 clash against the Adelaide Rams in 1998, also kicked 1 from 1 in a 1-point loss to the Warriors in the same season, and kicked 1 from 1 in his second last NRL match against the Tigers, where he also scored 2 tries. Number 7, Greg Florio. Playing 285 games at his one and only club, the North Sydney Bears, Greg Florio only played 1 season in the newly formed NRL and kicked all 3 goals in that same season. He kicked 1 from 1 against the Rabbitohs in his team's round 5 42-8 victory.
They gave him the opportunity.
And 2 from 2 in his team's thrashing of the Cowboys with a scoreline of 62-0, which is one of the biggest winning margins in the NRL era. He had to take over from their main kicker Jason Taylor, who suffered from an injury which meant the Bears experimented using 4 different goal kickers. Flo was one of them as he slotted through his 2 attempts, leaving his goal kicking record at 3 from 3. Number 6, Josh Lewis. Josh Lewis was a halfback who debuted in 2006, playing 12 games for the Roosters and 13 games for the Titans, totaling 25 first grade games. He kicked all 4 of his conversions in his rookie season with the Roosters, kicking 1 from 1 against the Seagulls in round 18, 1 from 1 against the Knights in round 22, and 2 from 2 against the Panthers in round 23. This was because their main kicker Craig Fitzgibbon would occasionally come off for a rest, which meant Lewis would take over the kicking duties when Fitzgibbon was off. Number 5, Paul Gallen. You wouldn't believe it, but Paul Gallen is actually 100% from the tee. He played his whole 19-year career at the Sharks, where he won a premiership in 2016. Playing 345 games, which is the most out of anyone on this list. He is also the only forward and the only person to kick a goal at representative level on this list. This being Game 3 of the 2016 State of Origin series, which was his final Origin match, where he converted a game-winning try from Michael Jennings.
Gallen hits it. Oh! He's got it! Oh, how good's that?
He also kicked a goal for City in the final City vs Country match in 2017, converting a late Blake Austin try from right in front of the sticks.
In a New South Wales State of Origin jumper, Paul Gallen, and he's going to add a goal for City Origin to that as well.
He kicked both his conversions at club level in his final season in 2019. The first was in a round 9 clash against the Titans, where he converted his own try on the siren for full time.
He's had some enemies here at Suncorp over the years, Gal.
The second was pretty much the same situation, as he converted a late Blake Brayley try.
Didn't think he was kicking that bad, Cole Flanagan. They've hooked him for Gal.
Number 4, Craig Camarley. Craig Camarley played 12 first grade games playing for the Newcastle Knights, Adelaide Rams and the Sydney Roosters. Debuting in 1995, he is the older brother of former rugby league great Brett Camarley. He kicked his first 3 goals during his stint with the Rams in 1998, kicking 1 goal in each match, with one of them being the difference in a round 3 clash against the Bulldogs. He kicked 2 from 2 in the same match, where his Roosters would convincingly beat Manly 46-0 as he came off the bench and would take over the kicking from Andrew Walker. this totaling 5 goals from 5 attempts during his career. Number 3, Beau Champion. Playing 107 games across 4 different clubs, Beau Champion spent most of his career with the Rabbitohs, playing a majority of his career at the centre position. Early in his career, he played in the halves before transitioning into that centre position. He kicked 3 goals from 3 attempts in his rookie season in 2005, which included slotting 2 from 2 in a round 20 clash against the Tigers and 1 from 1 in a round 25 clash against the Cowboys. The following year, he kicked 2 goals from 2 attempts in a round 24 clash against Manly, finishing his career with a total of 5 goals from 5 attempts. Number 2, Josh Mantellato. Josh Mantellato is a 6'5" winger who played only 2 NRL games for the Newcastle Knights, playing one in 2013 and the other in 2014. He kicked 3 goals from 3 attempts in both matches, totaling 6 from 6 across his short NRL career. He also played 2 seasons for Hull in the Super League and represented Italy, but we decided not to include his goal-kicking statistics for these teams as it's not the NRL. His first match was a round 12 clash against the Rabbitohs where he kicked 2 out of his 3 goals from the sideline, which included a try of his own. The other match was against the Warriors exactly 1 year after his debut, where he kicked 3 from 3, with most of them being quite simple. And number 1, Jay Field.
Get to fire any real shot. Now they do, and this time...
Jay Field has played 17 games in his NRL career, playing 11 for the Dragons and 6 for the Eels before heading over to England to play in the Super League for Wigan. The young halfback kicked all of his goals in the one season, that being with the Dragons in 2019. He kicked 2 goals from 2 attempts in a round 10 clash against the Knights.
27 out, right on the touchline, Jay Field.
2 goals from 2 attempts in the following round against the Sharks, and 3 from 3 in a round 16 match against the Storm. Sorry if you got a bit dizzy there. This totaling 7 goals from 7 attempts, which is the highest amount of successful goals kicked in the NRL era, whilst maintaining a goal kicking percentage of 100%. So, what did you think of our list? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, chuck us a like on Facebook and this video, follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our channel for more Rugby League Countdowns.